opportunity to wish all of you here in the room and all over the world a happy new year, a super successful new year, and importantly, a very healthy new year. Last year, when we look backwards, it was a year with a lot of challenges coming along. I mean, we got out of the way out of COVID 2 years ago, and then we need to find new. And at the same time, there was a lot of things going on all over the world that we couldn't influence, disruption, challenges, new regulations, things we had to deal with. But I have to say, even when the whole industry struggles, PM stays strong. And he kept the focus, you kept the belief, you stayed long. And as an outcome of that, we have another successful year, and we're seen already as a shining star on the horizon of the direct sales world. Now being recognized for 4 years in a row being the fastest growing international corporation in direct sales. And I believe our result in 2024 is taking the chair towards that maybe another time. So, well, are you curious about learning about the result of 2024? As I believe everybody in Kyiv International around the world. So typically I get phone calls days before already thinking of, can you tell me something? So they were calculating still till yesterday, because you know, it takes a couple of days to finish a year off. And so, but the number is there. And I can tell you, we did grow again in this really challenging environment, and we grow by a real great number. We increased our sales worldwide again by 10%, and that means we are taking it from 3 billion to 3.25 billion, even with all these decreasing currencies we had to deal with when we look at our net global retail sales in dollar. So congratulations to you, super job worldwide. We started into last year with an increase of about 8%, and then slowly but surely you could see the dynamic kicking in. And towards the end of the year it got kind of crazy. At least in the month of November and December, we faced 20 countries that had an all-time high record in history. We had the opportunity to deliver up to 98 countries last year the first time, and we finished off with a dynamic that started with 8% at the beginning of the year, ended up in the last quarter between 14 and 15% in the last quarter. What, at the end of the day, is the base for what we have to start into the new year. And so the plans for this year is a minimum of 15%, and I have to say these plans were made before our new game changer even was part of the plan. So, and you see what the game changer is doing. I mean, we talked about that on the leadership with all our leaders. We started our alpha tester group last year in October. Then we started with our beta tester group, being a lot of our team partners that got on the product in the month of December and had the opportunity to test it there. And it was 700 people in total all over the world that had the opportunity to test it. Today we will learn about the outcome, and I can tell you, I had the opportunity to use it myself for a couple of days already. It means I am now on day 7. I was a little earlier than you guys, but my suit is already used completely before, you know. So towards the end of the year, I have always hard times to close the button, but you can see the difference. My assistant mentioned it right behind the stage before. So feeling more energized, and it's so easy as it never was. But I will share more details later in the kickoff with you about that. Game changer at the start of this year, we couldn't be positioned better for a new year 2025, for a rocket year, and we can feel the momentum. I mean, you're looking here on a full hall with more than 5,000 people in the room, but in total 40,000 participants at a kickoff in Germany, and the year's just getting started. And if you hear later the numbers today, where we are compared to last year, I mean, that's almost like magic. For me, it's the third time in the history of 30 years that I see that kind of momentum kicking in Imperium International. And I can tell you, we have never been better prepared for it than we are right now. So there's huge, huge things coming. And for that reason, we have chosen the right topic for this year. And the topic of this year will be Rise Up 2025. Yeah, it's the beginning of the year, so you have a whole year ahead of us. So you have made your resolutions and you set your goals. Now is the time to plant the seeds so that you can have the harvest at the end of this year. Again, we have never been better positioned for a year to increase our sales, to touch people's life around the globe. Only this last year, we have, with our increase of another 10%, touched not only millions of people's lives, but we also took our sponsorship of 6,000 children up to another 600. We are taking it up to 6,600. We are starting into this year. Don't forget, every product gives an hour of life to a child in need around the world. And thanks to you, and thanks to your great efforts, thanks to the great job you're doing on a daily basis, thanks to your beliefs, thanks to your focus, thanks to your strong performance, you're capable to take on another project in Vietnam with 600 children where we can have an impact with their life, with their families, and their whole environment in the regions they are living. And we learned from World Vision, with our project we're touching more than 280,000 people's life in the areas where we have our projects up and running. So congratulations to that, great job, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you're doing for PM International and for my dreams that we're living here. So a huge year ahead of us. It's just getting started. It will be exciting days coming up with all the kickoffs we are having ahead of us around the globe. So it's a lot of great news to be shared in the next couple hours. And I wish everybody worldwide, again, a very successful and a very happy and healthy 2025. Thank you.